Hello friends, today in this lecture I will discuss about the problems which are asked in CSIR NET JRF June 2019. So the first question is point A on a wheel of radius R touches the horizontal plane at point P. Suppose that this is a circular wheel and there is a point A on this circular wheel and it touches the plane at point P. That means the P and A is coincident at a point. It rolls without slipping. This circular wheel rolls. This means it rolls without slipping. It means that it just cover distance which is proportional to its circumference. Slipping till point A is at the highest position in the first turn. What is the final distance AP? Now you have to calculate this distance AP. Final distance AP. And the options are A 2R, R under root 1 plus pi square, P C R 4 plus pi square, and this 2R 1 plus pi square. These are the four options. Now I have to check which option is correct. So first of all, forget this figure and suppose that you have a circle and there is a point and there is another point opposite, diametrically opposite to this point, say B, and there is a point A. Now in order to reach from this point to this A that is diametrically opposite to B, what distance you have to cover? You have to cover this distance, and this is nothing but half of the circumference of this circle, that is pi r. Similarly, on applying this concept in this question, if this point reaches to its diametrically opposite point, that is this, so this distance will be nothing but it will be just half of this circumference, that is P, and let this point is B, this B, so this PB will be just pi of R, and this AB is nothing but the diameter of this circle. Suppose it is just 2R, where R is radii of circle. We have supposed it. Now, and this figure APB is nothing but it's a right angle triangle, because from the theorems of circle you know that any line from the center on the tangent of a circle, if you have a circle and there is a tangent on the circle, then the radius joining the center to this tangent is always perpendicular to this tangent. So this is a right angle triangle. Now by applying the Pythagoras theorem, you can easily calculate this AP. So AP square is nothing but base BP square plus perpendicular AB square. So putting the values, pi r square plus 2r square. So pi square plus 4, taking common r square. So the AP is pi square plus 4 under root and taking r as common. So what will be the correct answer? Correct answer will be C. So it's a very simple and conceptual question. You can solve easily by this concept. So guys, if you understand this question and if you like this video, so please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for more updates, and also share to those friends which are preparing for CSIR NET JRF examination. Now come to the next question. The question is a canal system is shown in the figure. There is a system, canal system is shown in the figure. Water flows from A to B through two channels. What? Two channels. Gate G1 and G2 are operated independently. What is? Operated independently to regulate flow. Probability of G1 to be open is 10%, while that of G2 is 20%. The probability that water will flow from A to B. So you have to calculate the probability that water just flow from A to B. This means that if we solve this problem by assuming first that there will be no flow of water, that means we will just take the we will just use the negation method of the probability. So the probability of gate G1 open is PG1 is 10%, while the probability of gate G2 is 20%. And these two operations are independent, so we can use the multiplication of these two probabilities. And our question is the probability that water will just flow from A to B. So the answer will be just 1 minus P of G1 bar into P of G2 bar. This means that first of all, I will suppose that both channels are closed. Both channels closed means PG1 bar means 1 minus Pg1 and 1 minus Pg1, that the probability of not flowing water from G1. This will be just 1 minus 0.1, that is 0.9 or 90%. Similarly, Pg2 bar will be 80%. Pg2 bar is nothing but the probability of water not flowing from this channel G2. So the probability of just flowing water from A to B will be just 1 minus Pg1 bar into Pg2 bar. So 1 minus 0.9 into 0.8. So it will be 1 minus 0.72. It will be just 0.28 or 28%. So option will be your 3. In this question, you have to calculate the probability to just flow of water, not from both the channels, not from a single channel. So in this question, you will use a negation method. In this method, you will first suppose that both channels will be closed, so there will be no flow of water, and then you will find the probability of finding by 1 minus P. As you see in your electronics, where the probability of electron is Fe. In electronics, the probability of electron occupancy of energy E in a semiconductor is given by Fermi-Dirac distribution function. Fe equals to 1 over 1 plus E exponential E minus EF, or kT where E is EF is Fermi energy. And then the probability of occupancy of hole is nothing but 1 minus Fe. Similarly, you use this method of negation. So first of all, I will find the probability of not flowing water, and these two operations are independent, so we will take multiplication of not flowing water and then we will subtract from 1, so it will be the probability of flowing water from A to B. Now come to the next question. The question is, if the given figure O is center of circle, PAO, angle PAO, this is angle 40 degree, PBQ, this is 30 degree, AOB, this angle is 220 degree. Now you have to find this AQB. So first of all, we know that at center at or any point, the total angle is 360 degree. So if this angle, this AQB is 220 degree, so this inner angle, say BOA, AOB, and so AOB is 220 degree, so this angle will be 360 minus 220, it will be just 140 degree. And we know that from a chord, say AB is chord, the angle made by a chord at center is twice of the angle made at the circumference. So angle AQB is nothing but half of the angle made at the center. and this is 1 by 2 into 140 degree, so it is just 70 degree. So option is A. It's very simple question. You have given that there is a angle at 220 degree and you have to find this angle AQB, and by applying the basic theorems of circle you can easily find this answer. Now come to the next question. Question is, a monkey climbs a tree to eat fruits. The amount of energy gained from eating fruits and the energy spent in climbing on different branches have a relationship shown in the figure. The ratio of the energy gained to the energy spent is maxima at. So there is a graph. Energy gained by eating the fruits to the monkey is along the y-axis, and energy lost from traveling from one branch to other is along the x-axis. Now what we have to find, the ratio of the energy gained to the energy spent is maxima. This is nothing but, suppose this is y-axis and this is x-axis, and energy gained is dy and energy less lost is dx. So it is nothing but a slope, and you have to find this slope will be maxima at which point, and answers are at a point where the slope of the curve is the maximum, at a point where the slope of the curve is unity, at a point on the curve where the tangent passes through the origin, at the highest point on the curve. So this is a question of maxima and minima, and this ratio of energy gained to energy spent is maxima. This means that from maxima and minima theorem we know that this dy by dx will be maxima or minima only when it is 0. So it means at origin, when this tangent passes through the origin, so this dy by dx will be maxima from the maxima minima theory. So at a point of the curve where the tangent passes through the origin, this will be your correct answer. So the ratio of the energy gained to the energy spent is maximum at a point where the tangent passes through the origin. So it's very simple and maxima minima based question. Now come to the next question. Which of the following is the largest? So in this question I have to check these 4 numbers, and in these 4 numbers which is the largest. So first of all I will check one by one. So this question I will check one by one. So first of all I will take this 2 to the power 5, and in this question I will make the powers of all these terms same. So by comparing the base of these terms we can easily calculate which is the highest one. First of all I will calculate this 2 to the power 50. We can write 2 to the power 5 into 10. So it will be nothing but 2 to the power 5, that is 32 to the power 10. Similarly 3 to the power 40 means 3 to the power 4, and 3 to the power 4 is 81 to the power 10. Similarly 4 to the power 30 is nothing but 4 to the power 3, 4, 16, and then 64 to the power 10, and then 25 to the power 10. So which is the largest one? All the powers are same, 10, 10, 10, and the base is maxima when 3 to the power 40. So 81 is maxima, and this is largest one. So answer will be B. So guys, if you like these videos, then please hit the like button, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching.